Hey there, language explorers! Welcome back to Learning English Word, where we make English learning a wild adventure. I'm here, your guide on this journey, and today we're diving into some thrilling travel and adventure idioms, the kind that make your conversations more exciting and natural. I'm going to teach you these idioms with their meanings, pronunciations, real-life examples, and best of all, a shortcut from famous movies and series to see them in action. So buckle up, pack your curiosity, and let's hit the road to fluency.
Hit the road.
Hit the road.
Hit the road means to start a journey. For example, we packed our bags and hit the road early in the morning.
Let's hit the road.
Off the beaten path.
Off the beaten path.
Off the beaten path means uncommon places. For example, they love traveling off the beaten path to discover hidden gems. They seek to uncover the hidden wonders and local culture of a place, rather than just ticking off a list of famous landmarks.
You know Africa off the beaten path.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
A rolling stone gathers no moss means always moving, never settling. For example, he's lived in 5 different countries. He's a rolling stone. People pay a price for being always on the move in that they have no roots in a specific place.
Have you ever heard the old saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss?
Call it a day.
Call it a day.
Call it a day means stop an activity for the day. For example, after hiking for hours, we decided to call it a day. If you call it a day, you decide to stop what you are doing because you are tired of it or because it is not successful.
Dozer man.
Want to call it a day?
Pack your bags.
Pack your bags.
Pack your bags means get ready to leave for a trip. For example, she packed her bags and moved to Italy.
Pack your bags!
Travel light.
Travel light.
Travel light means carry little luggage. For example, I always travel light to avoid heavy suitcases.
So we travel light.
A change of scenery.
A change of scenery.
A change of scenery means a new environment or experience. For example, I need a vacation for a change of scenery. If you have a change of scenery, you go somewhere different after being in a particular place for a long time.
I needed a change of scenery.
Lost in translation.
Lost in translation.
Lost in translation means misunderstanding due to language differences. For example, his joke was lost in translation when speaking to foreigners. If you say that a quality of something has been lost in translation, you mean that it is not very good as a result of being translated into another language or told in a different way.
Guess the comedy gets lost in translation?
The world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster means you have many opportunities. For example, now that you've graduated, the world is your oyster. It means that you can do anything you wish or go anywhere you want in your life because you have the ability to do so. In spoken English, it is quite widely used to encourage someone that they have choices and can lead their lives in a way that they desire.
The world is their oyster.
Jump on the bandwagon.
Jump on the bandwagon.
Jump on the bandwagon means follow a popular trend. For example, many tourists jumped on the bandwagon to visit Bali.
You guys jumped on the bandwagon.
Make a pit stop.
Make a pit stop.
Make a pit stop means take a break during travel. For example, we made a pit stop to grab some snacks.
Unfortunately, I had to make a pit stop.
Catch the red eye.
Catch the red eye.
Catch the red eye means take a late-night flight. For example, she caught the red eye to New York for her meeting. Catching the red eye refers to taking a late-night flight that arrives early the next morning, often causing passengers to be tired and have red eyes from sleep deprivation.
They said he had to catch the red eye back. I think
Go the extra mile.
Go the extra mile.
Go the extra mile means make extra effort. For example, he went the extra mile to make his trip unforgettable. If you say that someone is willing to go the extra mile, you mean that they are willing to make a special effort to do or achieve something.
We're going the extra mile for feeling.
Up in the air.
Up in the air.
Up in the air means not yet decided. For example, our vacation plans are still up in the air. If you say that a decision or a situation is up in the air, you mean that it has not yet been completely settled or planned.
That's up in the air.
Take the scenic route.
Take the scenic route.
Take the scenic route means travel the longer, more beautiful way. For example, we took the scenic route to enjoy the mountain views. Taking the scenic route means choosing a longer, less direct, but more visually appealing path to a destination. It often involves passing through beautiful scenery, charming towns, or enjoying natural landscapes.
Driver, take the scenic route.
Sail through.
Sail through.
Sail through means travel smoothly. For example, we sailed through airport security without any problems. Sail through means to complete something or make progress through something with ease, speed, and without difficulty. It implies a smooth, effortless passage or success.
Adam sailed through high school.
At a crossroads.
At a crossroads.
At a crossroads means facing a major decision. For example, he was at a crossroads, stay home or travel the world.
You're at a very important crossroads.
On cloud nine.
On cloud nine.
On cloud nine means feeling very happy. For example, she was on cloud nine after visiting Paris.
How is Mark? He's on cloud nine.
Road less traveled.
Road less traveled.
Road less traveled means a unique, uncommon journey. For example, he chooses the road less traveled for new adventures.
I took the road less traveled, Adele.
Footloose and fancy-free.
Footloose and fancy-free.
Footloose and fancy-free means no responsibilities, free to travel. For example, since retiring, he's footloose and fancy-free.
Yeah, we're footloose and fancy-free.
Shake off the dust.
Shake off the dust.
Shake off the dust means leave your comfort zone. For example, it's time to shake off the dust and explore. It is often used to express a desire to leave something unpleasant behind or to move on from a difficult situation. It can also refer to clearing away the literal dust from one's feet, symbolizing a need to start fresh.
I couldn't shake the dust off fast enough.
Hit the jackpot.
Hit the jackpot.
Hit the jackpot means getting lucky. For example, we hit the jackpot finding cheap tickets to Europe.
We hit the jackpot, bullseye!
No time to lose.
No time to lose.
No time to lose means hurry, act quickly. For example, let's go. There's no time to lose if we want to catch the bus.
No time to lose!
World traveler.
World traveler.
World traveler means someone who visits many places. For example, he's a true world traveler, visiting every continent.
And he calls himself a world traveler?
Go off the grid.
Go off the grid.
Go off the grid means travel to a remote place without technology. For example, she went off the grid for a peaceful vacation in nature.
No more going off grid.
Get away from it all.
Get away from it all.
Get away from it all means escape stress and routine. For example, we booked a quiet retreat to get away from it all.
You are getting away from it all.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Keep your eye on the prize means stay focused on your travel goal. For example, saving money helped him keep his eye on the prize, his dream trip. Keep your eye on the prize is an idiom that encourages focused concentration and determination towards a goal. It means to stay focused on the desired outcome, even when facing difficulties or setbacks.
No. Honey, keep your eyes on the prize, okay?
Make waves.
Make waves.
Make waves means create excitement or change. For example, her travel blog made waves in the industry. Also, it means to be very active so that other people notice you, often in a way that intentionally causes trouble. Like, it's probably not a good idea to start making waves in your first week in a new job.
And Taz is making waves with...
On the right track.
On the right track.
On the right track means moving towards success. For example, traveling solo helped him realize he's on the right track. If someone or something is on track, they are acting or progressing in a way that is likely to result in success.
We're definitely on the right track.
Just around the corner.
Just around the corner.
Just around the corner means something exciting is happening soon. For example, our vacation is just around the corner.
Just around the corner.
That's a wrap on today's adventure, language learners. We covered some epic travel and adventure idioms, and even sprinkled in some famous movie magic. Which idiom was your favorite? Tell me in the comments. And if you want more fun, easy to understand English lessons, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and as they say in the movies, stay adventurous.